Hello everyone, this is Tessa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about live writing streams and my own, which I've just started, and that I hit my NaNo goal. So I hit my goal on July 23rd. I'm still writing a lot. I have almost, I think it's almost 25,000 words put in now. And I still have a lot to go because didn't hit a break in my concentration, so to speak. It normally happens, and I just stop writing. I really have a desire to keep going with this, and I still have a lot to go. And then, of course, there's a lot of editing, and I have to put in filler because it's pretty bare bones. So I spent 2 days ago, I think it was, 9 straight hours live streaming, all the live streams I could find. And there are a lot of them during this month because of the NaNoWriMo camp. And I spent, like I said, 9 hours of writing and some editing, and that really boosted my word count. The next day I didn't write quite as many. I put in the 3 hours, for the day, but certainly not as many words as I got from writing for 9 hours straight. And then last night, which would have been the 24th when we started streaming, I put in 14.5 hours spread between the 24th and the 25th because we went past midnight and into the 25th. And so I was streaming my own stream after the last one I watched, which was the Courtney Project. And when she ended at 2:30, I started streaming for the people that wanted to continue writing. So we wrote from 2:30 to about 4:45. No, wait a minute. Yeah, 4:45 approximately. A little over 2 hours. And I actually had, at one time, 40 people had come into the group. And it was, of course, the biggest live stream I've ever had. And it was a little more difficult than my first two, when I only had 2 people. It wasn't much to do. So, I got my first taste of what a more active live stream is like. With people, putting in comments and reporting things, and and I've attended a lot of live streams in the last 2 years, so I kind of know how they work. So I tried to make it as close to what other people do to keep it, what seems to work. And so when they, how long do you want to stream for, and they want to do 20 minutes and 20 seconds, well, okay, no big deal. Timer will let me do that. And so they like to do odd times, and that seems to be the thing now. I mean, some people don't allow it on their channel. They decide what they're going to stream for. But I find getting the audience participation does seem to help, and it makes them feel like they're part of it. So when we were finished, but a lot of people, were dropping off because it was getting late. I mean, it was 4:30, 4:45 in the morning when, I finally stopped streaming. The last person in there was from New Zealand, so for her it was 8-something in the morning. I mean, in the evening. So, it wasn't out of time range. But for me, it was. And I'm a night owl, so it wasn't a big problem. I had nothing planned today. I knew I could sleep. I sleep better during the day anyhow. Tonight, Courtney has said that she will probably stream again, and if she does, maybe I'll do the same thing if there's others that want to continue streaming afterwards. Or, you know, people from other countries that are looking for a stream at that point, they could always join in. So everybody seemed to have a good time. They gave me, you know, great compliments. And I felt a lot more comfortable that time. Although a little stressed because I'm still not quite used to Yard Stream, and I was getting a little confused there trying to handle that many people and still do things. And, you know, I had forgotten how to share my screen, so I couldn't get the timer up at first. I mean, you know, little things that will get better with time. I just need practice. And so yesterday I was writing for 14 and a half hours, and I was getting exhausted. My mind, though, was still actively running. I could have kept writing. I mean, I'm surprised that this has as much info to create a story, because I don't normally get that. I end up with something really short. And I haven't really even gotten to the real it's a thriller, so I haven't really gotten to the real thriller part of the whole thing. This is all just lead up to that particular happening. And so basically I did win on the 23rd, so I have one NaNo, so another one down. Next one is November's, and that's a little harder because it's a set 50,000 word limit, and you have to write words, and 50,000 is a lot. And I've gotten 50,000 a few times, but that's usually because when I switch to a different idea, because I'm what they call a discovery writer. I just found out I'm a pantser, and they told me that's what they call a discovery writer. So each time I switched to a different story, because I wasn't sure exactly which one I wanted to keep, I just left the words in there. So I did hit 50,000 words, but when I finally went back and started working on the editing and just trying to decide which way I was going, of course, it dropped down to, I don't know, 25,000 or 30,000 words. So I still have to figure out what to do with all my partial books, and I don't know if this one will actually make full book length or not. I seem to be the novella length. So, excuse me. Anyhow, that's where I stand right now. I don't know for sure tonight whether I'll be streaming live after the Courtney Project does her stream. She said she planned to. So, and there were people that wanted to write longer after that, especially people like the ones in New Zealand and Australia, stuff like that, because, you know, time-wise, it's still early for them. The next day, but, which is kind of weird, you know. And each live stream I do gets a little bit easier. I can't imagine juggling hundreds of people. I know some of the big Authortubers do get hundreds of people watching, and I can't imagine trying to keep up with all the comments and whatnot that they, you know, have to do. So it's good that I'm starting slow. Gives me a chance to learn the program without being overwhelmed too much with a lot of people at one time. So I had, at one point, there, you know, 14 people had popped in there. And so for me, that was great, because my first two, I had 2 people each time. So it was more like a real live stream, a lot, you know, the give and take between people and the people chatting in the comments. And it was more like the streams I was used to. So I was quite pleased with how it turned out. So I may or may not be streaming later tonight. I do have to edit this video. So I may not be writing for a while. I may be taking the time to edit the video, because that does take a while to do, and then upload is a long time getting it into YouTube. It amazes me how much time it takes to get the finished product in the editing program to export. And I had a problem. I can't export it directly to YouTube because I had to contact them and find out why. And they told me that, well, if too many people are trying to upload at one time, it's not going to upload. So upload it to your local computer and then upload it directly to YouTube on your own. I said, I don't know how to do that. So the person gave me some help on how to do that. So that's what I had to do with the last one, but it took a long time to upload. And I don't think I'm going to waste my time trying to upload through directly to YouTube, because I just kept doing it over and over, only to have it tell me that my internet wasn't connected. Well, I know my internet's connected. I'm on the internet. I'm using the internet. So, you know, them telling me, oh, it's just too many people are using it, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know if that was really the reason, but they're I believe, Chinese company. And the English problem there was evident in the chat, because I was having a hard time figuring out what they were saying and what they meant. So and I don't think they quite understood what I was trying to say was happening. So there was a slight word English to Chinese conversion problem there going on. So I think, but now that I know how to do it, she was able to finally, you know, show me how to direct it, upload to my PC, and then, you know, upload to YouTube from my PC. I'll just skip all the other part because I was just getting aggravated. So it'll take some time to edit, and then I'll probably work on that for a while, and then I'll see if there's some, you know, live streams going on, and maybe get some more words in on my story as well. So anyhow, hope everyone had a great day, a great weekend. I'm a little confused because I just got up at 4 p.m. So my day is a little off already. You have to keep remembering it's Saturday now. Even though, you know, I went to bed, it was Saturday too. But it was, you know, I'm a night owl, so it's nothing new for me. So everybody take care, be safe. Until the next time, have a great weekend. Bye.